Hello there everybody and welcome to my narration of Pokemon Online UU Battle. So looking at this team, I just decided to stay with the Slowbro route because I kind of predicted he'd send out Aerodactyl. Even though Aerodactyl could use Stealth Rock, I just decided to use Slowbro first. As you can see, I'm putting in the team in the commenting box. I just have it there just in case I forget the Pokemon and I can easily keep track of it. So I decided to go for the Thunder Wave because it will easily cripple this Aerodactyl, and it does. So now at this point, I was kind of thinking here maybe I should switch out, but no, I was like, let's just go for Scald. It will just take it out easily anyway. And since Slowbro is defensive, Aerodactyl won't be getting through my Slowbro too easy. As you can see, after leftovers, it didn't really do much. So I just go for a second Scald, and his Aerodactyl is out. And I was happy about that because I was a little concerned about it. Then he goes out in the Shift Tree, and I was like, what could this Shift Tree do? And I was thinking maybe it could go for a Pursuit, because I think Shift Tree can go for Pursuit. But I decided to risk it and go out to Darmanitan, and my Darmanitan just died. But I do now find out he has Life Orb, which is good, and my Darmanitan went out there for nothing. Which I wish I could have, you know, seen it coming, but oh well. Bad play on my part. But I decide at this point to send out Raikou to go for the Aura Sphere. Even though there is a chance of switching out, I don't want to over-predict. Even though the Bronzong switch was I kind of saw it coming. But I just went for a safe Aura Sphere, because I didn't want to take anything, you know, to make risky plays at this early in the game. So here, I know I have to switch out, and what I decided to do is to go into my own little Bronzong. So it's kind of just stall. Oh no, actually, I'm thinking a little ahead. I switch out into Slowbro, and he goes for Earthquake, and it doesn't do much to me at all. Sorry about that. I just had this battle, so I'm a little off on it, but I was trying to get the burn on it, seeing what it could do. I get the critical hit, burn, but he hits with the Hypnosis, and I was kind of ugh, because now at this point my Slowbro is kind of useless. But I do want to try to keep it because I do have Regenerator on this Slowbro, his Dream World ability, so I will be able to regain all my health back. I switch out, he goes for a Dark Pulse. Here, I wanted to see how much Gyro Ball would do, even though I could have gone for Stealth Rocks or something, but in reality, he wouldn't switch out because Dark Pulse was doing a lot anyway. So I decided to go for the Gyro Ball, and he went for Nasty Plot, and I was like, oh crap. So at this point, I decided to go in for a Toxic to try and wither it down. But I got flinched. Oh well, boo-hoo. I decided, okay, Death Fodder, I'm just gonna go for Toxic. He went for Sucker Punch, and then my attack missed. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna die this turn, he's gonna go for Dark Pulse. He went for Sucker Punch again. I'm like, okay, let me do Stealth Rock. And then, yeah, he finally went for the Dark Pulse to finally take him out. So, I decided here, or more like I was debating, and I decided to go into Raikou, because I was thinking, well, you know, I could just easily go for a Volt Switch and switch out. And here, I would have gone, if I was my opponent, I would have gone for the Sucker Punch still, and he didn't, so I was a little surprised. But with the Volt Switch, I'm able to switch out, and I decide, well, looking at all the Pokemon that my opponent has left, Slowbro would be the best option because it can wall down the Azumarill and the Machamp and the Torkoal pretty well anyway. And even if it's asleep, I could try to get, you know, awake. So I send out Slowbro, he goes out into his Torkoal, and I was kind of, you know, just go for Scald because I'm trying to wake up. But he went for the Explosion. It really didn't do too much, especially since Explosion is kind of nerfed in this new region. And I decided to go for the Thunder Wave because this could have Guts, but it probably doesn't anyway. So it does about Dynamic Punch, he keeps going for it. I keep trying to wake up to get a Thunder Wave off. And he switched out into a Azumarill, and then I get the Thunder Wave off. And I woke up, and I was happy at that point. So here, I decided to switch out into Mismagius, because I do have the Thunderbolt, and there is a chance of the Thunder Wave getting the Paralysis, and I get that Paralysis hacks. And I go for the Thunderbolt, hit it pretty hard, and I do have Life Orb. I decided to go for another Thunderbolt, while my opponent actually switches back out into Machamp. And I don't know why my opponent did that. I honestly have no clue why. I would have just death botted off the Azumarill. There was no chance of it surviving anyway, because I still had my Raikou and it would have just killed anyway. So he gets off an Ice Punch, and at this point I was thinking a little while, because I was thinking, well, I could go to Raikou, but then I'd be just switching out, and I kind of just debated here, even though it was just a simple answer. And what I end up doing is I do go out to my Krookodile, who is actually Choice Banded. So it has really good attack. It's faster than Machamp and the Azumarill, especially since Azumarill is, you know, paralyzed. So it was a good game. Mix, I think that's how you say it. But yeah, in the end I decide just to go out to my Krookodile, and that is the game, because I go for Earthquake, and basically the Machamp was crippled anyway because of Intimidate. That was a good game, and I'll see you guys later.